Hey everybody, welcome. How are you all tonight? Welcome one, welcome all. There you are. Hey Mauricio Diaz, hey Chase, hey Xtoy, hey Charcolt, hey Sam, hey Steven. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, I'm gonna remove the pinned message because there's no point. There we go. Okay. I am in the zone. Alrighty. So, for those of you who missed, it's Wednesday, so Monday. So those of you who missed Monday's stream, I pointed out that I have a few giant boxes, basically, of stuff here on the disc that they house these critters. They're these giant coral creatures that are just sort of inexplicably here. They're like some sort of rare endangered species. All it really is, if I take out the shaders, oh damn, all it really is just a ton of coral, but it's all the same kind of coral, and it looks a lot like say the inside of a stomach or the inside of your intestines. And then I made, God, that's bright. And then I made a second one over this way, which is this one. And so this is purple. So we got red and purple covered. I wanted to make some for every color. And so this over here, let me swap back to the shaders. There we go. That's much better. So yeah, this house, or this box, will house another coral kind. I've gone for the brain coral, the pink one, this time. Because, I don't know, why not? And yeah, I'm just going to go crazy with it, basically. The exact amount, though, kind of hard to do. You're doing fine, Steven. Good to hear, good to hear. You know, I keep talking about Made in the Abyss, but you really enjoy it. Okay. It's by Kevin. Oh, that's an American composer. Yeah, I remember hearing about that. I was like, an American composer worked on an anime? Really? Yeah, apparently so. Okay, well, I mean, you know, that's cool. It's not exactly like the most groundbreaking thing ever, but it's interesting to hear about. Okay, so up here, I think I'm gonna go for like a solid 2 layers of brain coral block. Nice water, rain, coral block. There. Now, some of it up top is going to decay just because of, you know, the fact that it's not exposed to water up here. But you can't see it, so who cares? Anyway, the Abyss from Maiden Abyss is based on Buddhist hell. Ooh. Well, considering a lot of Eastern philosophy and mythology was heavily influenced by Buddhism and a little bit of Hinduism, as well as other things like, you know, Chinese Confucianism, Taoism, etc., etc. Yeah, you could sit here naming things all day long, but, like, it makes sense to a degree. The Abyss from Maiden Abyss is meant to be an inescapable, you know, horror of sorts. There's no telling what all is nearby, that sort of thing. And it does terrible things to people and blah, 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 blah. You get the idea. I guess. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that, Charcoal. It's really cool. At least the concept is. Anyway, so one of the big things that I wanted to do with this monster, the heavy air quotes monster, is that I'll have it sort of like the majority of its body will be up here, and then it will sort of be like draping itself across the sea lantern. I don't know. They're sort of like pillars or supports. The whole purpose of this building is to house this entity in anyway. And again, this place is meant to be something of a, you know, it's an Easter egg. You don't know that this is in here if you're brand new to the build or whatever. So yeah, it should be pretty cool. At least I think it will be. Kevin Perkin went to a place to record music in Vienna. Ah, that sounds really awesome. I like hearing about artists and people who go to, you know, insert old European and/or, you know, somewhere famous, you know, city here. They went to study in Italy, or they studied in Rome or in Venice, you know, something like that. And they did, you know, on-site research and stuff to immerse themselves in whatever it is they're doing. That's really cool, because usually you get a very authentic sort of mood piece or something like that. Like how Hirohiko Araki went to Italy before writing Part 5 of JoJo. And like a lot of the Italian stuff in Part 5, it shines through. It does it justice. It's unique and it's quirky, but it's like fun. Stuff like that. Went to Sunrise. You want Sunrise to animate Gundam Wing Glory of Losers. Oh yeah, I heard there was a new Gundam something or another. I was never a Gundam fan, so I can't really, like, I don't really care. Like, there being more Gundam stuff is just like, okay, well, that's nice. You know, if you're a Gundam fan, more power to you. But yeah, no, I can't really find myself caring about mecha anime. Mecha, Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann did mecha way better than like any other show ever could. And that was my first mecha. So unfortunately, it was the best mecha, and so like nothing will ever quite touch that. And I've given up trying to find one that's just as good. And I know there are some out there that are really good, but again, I find it hard to care. Too many other anime that I'm more interested in. But anyway. Hey, Chief. Hey, Void Shadow. Hey, Poncho Hamster. Are you allowed to ask GBGT questions? So long as I've not already put the answer in the description. The answer should be in the description, though, if it's one of the more generalized questions. But if it's something like more niche, or something that fewer people have asked, yeah, I'll happily answer it. Go right ahead. We watched Trash Taste video featuring him as a guest. He said his main inspiration was because he met a composer in Final Fantasy multiple times and he listened to tapes he made. Oh, he met Nobuo Uematsu. Yeah. I remember. I think I saw that Trash Taste episode. I want to say I did. It's hard to say for sure. I may have also heard this from somewhere else too. But anyway, speaking of inspiration, another big inspiration for this little monster thing idea that I have is Crowbar, funny enough. I finished up doing the last bit of his interview today. I worked all day on that, pretty much. And while editing through all the video and footage I had from the archive, I just, you know, especially with like Endcursion and a few other places where he put bunches of little like set pieces and scene type stuff, like how he had, you know, the eldritch entities at Endcursion. He named them. I don't remember the names, but he's named them. Yeah, stuff like that is really fucking awesome. And it gave life to Endcursion in a way that I'd not really seen in another base. And so I'm like, yeah, I want that. And so I realized I need to make stuff similar to that at Space Valkyrie 3. Because so far, I've only really been making buildings. And that's fine, but that's not fine. I need to do other things too. And so I'm taking a page from Crowbar's book to a small degree, and I'm going to make some cool shit. Hello, Fluctuated. Welcome, welcome. Welcome back to the stream, rather. I know you were here the other day. Hey, Exotic Bunny. What am I building? It's a giant coral monster equivalent to those other coral creatures. Maybe monster isn't quite the right word, but, you know, it's a thing that dwells in this specially created habitat to, I don't know. It's a rare specimen in Space Valkyrie 3. I was just talking about how Crowbar inspired me while I was doing all the flyby footage for the interview. And I just wanted to sort of, you know, a lot of his stuff was like, especially Whitehaven. It was very inspiring. I'm glad I did that. I'm glad I got a hold of him. Who was it that said get Crowbar? Like, who was it that pushed hardest for interviewing Crowbar? Whoever you are, I want to thank you. You inspired. You gave me the chance to get inspired, and you gave me the chance to talk to a cool guy. So yeah, part 4 will be out Friday. I just had to look and see what day it was. God, the days are blurring together, aren't they? Okay, let's see here. Is power glitch to tame bedrock and survival without cheats? Ah, yes, you did that end gateway setup, didn't you? Okay, who was asking about 2B2T stuff? Okay, Steven. Did Steven ask it? No. Okay, well, you didn't ask anything 2B2T related, Steven. I thought you were gonna. And also, I kind of want this thing to be dense, at least up toward the top, and maybe a little less dense toward the bottom. Because, like, it's a creature predominantly on the or on the ceiling of this tank building. But it's like draping down and growing down over the, I don't know, these are what, like a water ladder type thing? I don't know. Oh, you play Bedrock, do you, Mauricio? I'm sorry to hear that. Anyway, kind of reminds you of the full art Pokemon cards with textures. Oh. Well, I'm not a big Pokemon card or a big Pokemon fan. I used to collect lots of Pokemon cards years ago. When they first came out. For like the first 4 or 5 years of the Pokemon TCG's lifespan in America. And then I got bored and Yu-Gi-Oh! Came out like a year or two after that. And I was like, oh, Yu-Gi-Oh! I'll have that. And I've been a Yu-Gi-Oh! Fan ever since because it's way more interesting to me. But I know Pokemon is like way more crazy than when it started. Oh yeah, I do have a Bedrock account. You're right, Sam. Thank you for reminding me. I have an account to a game I don't intend to ever play. Oh boy, I have a Bedrock account, yeah. I mean, I know they gave everybody Bedrock. I remember. I just didn't want to remember. But thanks for the reminder, Sam. I'll ensure that I never play it. I mean, if I hadn't found out, I mean, I might have accidentally loaded it up one day and been like, why have I never played Bedrock? And then I'll be very promptly and quickly reminded why I've never played Bedrock. I'm very happy I've never touched Bedrock. The platform, not the game, not the block. But yeah, one day, when they force us all out of Java, maybe then. I don't know, we'll see. How's my cat doing? She's fine so far. We had a repairman have to come to the house today to repair our dryer. And she headed for the hills, you know. I suspect she's upstairs somewhere. Because she's not in here. At least not to my knowledge. I looked under my bed. She wasn't, you know, out anywhere special. So we'll see. But she's doing fine. She just gets scared very easily when strange people come to the house that she's not familiar with. I hate that they get so spooked. All of my cats do, not just her. But yeah, you know, Ellie is still bulbous, still very overweight, still a whiny, demanding little princess. She rubbed her butt on her bed, and she left streaks. So we have to wash her bedding. And so she has earned the nickname Princess Poopy Butt. Because I swear to God, she's so fat, she has trouble cleaning herself from time to time. I'm going to have to give her a good wiping down. See, this is why I don't give her so much food, and then she whines incessantly for food. Because, you know, she's a food addict, and there's nothing I can do about that. Ugh, it's so annoying. Logan Paul owns the most expensive Pokemon card in the world. Why? Bragging rights, why am I asking that? I already know the fucking answer. Here's a question about TBGT. Did I see what happened to XCC2 at Aureus? You mean when the Aureus reunion recently, where they rebuilt everything, invited all the members back, and then he, what, like smacked into the ground too hard or whatever it was? I mean, I saw the video, but I didn't, like... I wasn't at Aureus, so no. They did that reunion when I was at work, so I wasn't able to get there. That, and I wasn't about to join 2B2T again, so I didn't really care. It's not the sort of thing to get on 2B2T for. Now, if Dawnfuhr rebuilds Space Valk 1, which I don't know why they would, but if they do, I've heard tell that they want to. No idea if they will or not. But if that ended up happening, provided they're trying to, they'd be willing to also get me priority or something, I might be willing to try to go out there. It would certainly be interesting, I don't know, experiment to see how long it lasts. Me personally, I would tell them to water cube it if they're going to do that. Make it as hard as possible to grief, just like Mew. If they're going to grief, or if they're going to repair it, rather. They may not, that's the thing. Oh, never mind, I hear the cries of the cat. She very likely wants in now. Your dog is also a food addict. She's always asking for food. She's even got more than she's supposed to eat. Yep. She'll eat the food out of the other dog's bowl. Yep, my cat will eat the food out of the other cat's bowls. Yep, she is a hog. She cannot be satiated. It's a damn shame, too, because, like... It almost feels like no matter what I do, she'll always be on the prowl for, like... We can't leave bowls of dry food, you know, the dry cat food around. Even though my other cats will, like, graze occasionally, but they'll do so in a more restrained manner than she will. But she'll eat the bowl dry, and it's just like... Or eat the bowl empty, I mean. And, yeah, she is a locust. She is a locust in the guise of a cat. She will beg for chicken if we have any sort of chicken dish. She loves chicken. The smell of chicken drives her crazy. She cannot have certain kinds, but like she'll beg and she'll whine. Oh man, will she beg and whine? Ugh. Would I stream it? Chat censored. You want to see my live reaction to joining back again after more than 2 years? I might make a video of it, but if I stream it, the problem is stream sniping, and like people will know where I am. People will interfere. That's the thing. I can't just join 2B2T. It's not possible to like be covert about it unless I'm gonna play on a secret alt and not do anything, make no mention of it, record nothing about it. Like, there's no realistic way to make good content like what you guys want me to do on 2B2T. That's just not gonna happen. Yeah, I can censor chat. Yeah, I could like record and make Let's Play videos, but like doing anything meaningful, no, I couldn't do it. Like, it would have to remain a secret. It would have to be covert. It ain't gonna happen. What do they do about Bedrock that got deleted at the bottom? Nothing. They'll just have to not recreate that, because unless there's some sort of an exploit of some kind going around, or the illegal item plugin is disabled again, or unless there's some really extenuating circumstances, no, it ain't happening. You're not going to rebuild that part of Space Valkyria 1. Which is fine. I mean, I don't really care. Stream it to Poncho in Discord. No, he'll tell other people and then it'll get out of hand, and no. Can't be done, sorry. If it was possible to stream in such a way that there was no possible method of back engineering where I am, what I'm doing, etc., etc. If it was foolproof, maybe. Obviously, censoring chat wouldn't be hard. But preventing people from stream sniping, as autistic as you people can be, it's just such a big hurdle. I don't think it's going to happen. So, realistically, no. No. You're just going to have to settle for me talking about 2B2T. But the server is basically unplayable for me. I really don't think I could get used to 1.12 again anyway. So if Dawn Fuhrer does rebuild it, they'd have to do it in 1.19. And also I heard they are trying to test 1.19 2B2T again. I heard rumors about it a while ago, and that never manifested into anything. And so now I think here we are trying to do something. I don't know. You never stream snipe. Yeah, sure. Also, it's not really you guys currently here. It's the other clout chasers and the young dumb kids who would try at any cost. They're the ones who I'd have to worry about. And I don't know, it just isn't doable. Don't think it would be effective. Jack already has bodyguards when he used to stream on the test server. And I got sniped. Yeah, that was bad. To be fair, I got kind of lackadaisical in how I didn't log out a few hundred blocks away from where I stopped streaming, which was foolish of me. But, like, yeah, that's how people are. Like, there are people who are just that dedicated to figuring out where I was and what I was doing and so on. And so, yeah, there's just no realistic way of keeping you all and keeping people unrelated out of the way. You know, keep them from trying to interfere. So no, there's no playing 2B2T out in the open like that. Those days are long gone. Such is life. Oh well. I'm not really cut up or torn up over it. I don't really give a shit. 2B2T is not what it used to be for me. There is no Valkyria to return to. There is no private base or legion of stashed items or anything like that. If I was still playing, I would have to play on my secret alt and hope and pray I don't get compromised via numerous exploits that exist. It just isn't worth it. Just isn't worth it, man. $20 is just annoying amounts of money to basically lose every month. I already have to pay for enough as it is. Like, I see no reason to throw $20 away on 2B2T. It just isn't... It's just not my cup of tea anymore. 2B2T has lost its spirit. And I know a bunch of you have heard me say that before, and I hate to sound like a broken record, but like, it's true. It really has lost its spirit. I just don't have it in me to care. Maybe if like 1 million people didn't know about 2B2T, you know, and it was more niche and more underground, maybe. But as it stands, nah. That would require a miracle, man. And it just, miracles don't happen. No, there are no true miracles in life. There are strokes of luck, but there are no true miracles. And we're just gonna have to accept that. But that's okay. I'm not torn up about it. I mourn the loss of 2B2T as a whole, as it used to be. But, you know, I've finished mourning, basically. Like, that's over. That 2B2T died a long time ago. And the 2B2T that exists now is up to whoever wishes to play it, basically. Whoever feels they can brave that hellhole, feel free. You know, maybe you guys can make it like how it was, but for your crowd of people. Maybe. But, I don't know. When the queue, and by that I mean the regular queue, gets down to like 50 people, maybe. But even then, it would have to stay on 1.12 permanently. It would have to never update. It would have to forever be, you know, kind of irrelevant. It would have to stop being perpetually in the limelight, like with fit videos and other things of that nature. It would have to get out of the YouTube algorithm if it's not already. And it would have to be very, like... People would have to get bored with it. And I mean everybody would have to be bored with it. It would have to start scaling back to the olden days of how it was in 2014, 2015. And then pre-Rusher 2016. If it could do that, I might consider returning. But even then, it would be on such an old version. I don't know that I could ever get used to it, like I said. There's a reason I don't play Thaumcraft. It's stuck in 1.12. I can't get used to that. It's just... Bleh. I just don't. I don't want to. You know? So I don't know. But enough of that. Enough about 2B2T. So, in other news, I've decided... I've put this off. But I realize my folly. And in all honesty, you know, I should probably not have made the decision that I did last year. A while ago, I stopped making shorts. And, yeah, I probably should have kept making shorts. And so I've decided I'm going to start making shorts. But I'm probably going to make them about that Backrooms map that I showed off. Was it yesterday that I showed? Or no, it was last week. Yeah, I showed off that Backrooms map. Or no, was it Monday? Fuck, I'm terrible. What day did I show that off? Whatever. That day that I showed off the Backrooms map that I've been making for about a year. I'm thinking of making some shorts regarding that. And so, what would you all like to see in terms of like shorts? Because it's got to be under about a minute. You know, what would be interesting Backrooms wise? Should I like try doing lore? I've been thinking of making a almost a nature documentary, but Backrooms shit, and go from there, like something crazy like that. What would that be something interesting you guys would like to see? Let me do a no, not that. I can't seem to lore different floors. Okay. ARG? Maybe. Oh shit, I didn't mean to do that. How do I get rid of the damn emoji bullshit? I cannot see. There we go. Start a poll. They changed the fucking button, no wonder. What kind of Backrooms in Minecraft shorts would you like to see? Documentary, ARG, floors, lore. There we go. Yeah, I'm thinking something like National Geographic, like you're saying, like you said, Crafty Biz. That's a really cool idea I've not seen done before. I can do the, and here we see the majestic so-and-so. And I could get like really stupid or silly with it. Or I could try playing it super straight. I don't know. We'll have to see. Something like that, I think. That's what I've wanted to do, but I also do want to kind of get a feel for how you all would like for it to be. Okay. Speaking of Thaumcraft, did I see the Between Lands mod? No, I forgot about it. I meant to look it up, and I said remind me, and then I didn't get reminded. Between Lands. Okay, yeah, never mind. I did look at this a little bit, but I didn't look at it super in depth. Okay. Well, in that case, I will. I'll give that a deeper look. You're gonna do some of your own building in Terraria while listening. Okay. Well, thank you for doing that, Charcoal. I've been kind of getting the itch, slowly but surely. It's been building up. It's been building up for the last about 2 months. The itch to play Terraria again. So, I don't know. I've already got Freeform Friday plans for the next 2 or 3 games. So, I might hold off on doing a new Terraria game for like 4 games, Freeform Friday games from now. And let that be the 4th, which, if for those of you who don't know, I've already decided. So I'm going to finish up Final Fantasy IV: The After Years. It's not terrible. I'm enjoying it enough to keep wanting to play it. And then the next game after that, immediately after that, is Chrono Trigger. And then after that is Chrono Cross. I never finished Chrono Cross as a kid. I emulated it and then never like. I got like a third of the way through it, and then I was like, nah, I don't care about this. It was not heavily Chrono Trigger enough for me, but as an adult, I think I could take it more as it is, as opposed to what I wanted it to be. Because I wanted more Chrono Trigger as a kid, but as an adult, I think I can handle it as its own separate thing. I kind of held that against it for a long time. Oh, fuck. It was not Chrono Trigger 2, basically. And a lot of the community, a lot of the people who enjoyed Chrono Trigger wanted a Chrono Trigger 2. And that just never happened. And, you know, sometimes you kind of have to just let the devs make the story they want to make, you know? Sort of thing. Nature documentaries winning at 45%. Okay. Interesting. ARG, floors, lore. Okay. Well, I'll keep my eyes on that. I like the idea of nature documentaries myself, but like more wild and crazy. Something strange and fantastical. There is a really good nature documentary series that follows a hypothetical carbon atom. And it follows this carbon atom from the creation of Earth all the way through the dinosaurs to the discovery and production of oil and the Industrial Revolution and just a bunch of stuff. And then it stops in the modern era. And it's following all the while this one singular carbon atom and all the crazy things it ends up being incorporated into, because it's a carbon atom. It could be any number of things. And that was a really wild, interesting idea. And so I might want to try doing something like that. That's distinct and different enough from the Backrooms content we've seen thus far. Because like most people, like there's this one guy who does backroom mods in Minecraft, and he's just explaining how the floors work. And he's sort of like a travel guide almost. And that's fine, but I don't know, I feel like this could take some time. And the idea is that this content is not meant to be super involved. But I don't know, it might get very involved. We'll have to see. I want to not use like mods or resource packs as little as possible. I kind of want to just get creative with like using, I don't know, items, bits, something. It could be interesting. I'm not sure. I don't know. Nice. Chrono Trigger. Yes. Chrono Trigger was amazing. I'm glad you liked it, Rilani. Mixed reality game, literally like lore, but in IRL where content... Oh, yeah. And what is an ARG? Yeah, I see now. I'm not really sure what I would do for an ARG is the problem. Like, what would an ARG entail, you know? What university is good for incoming engineers? I don't know, man. I don't do engineering. You asking me? MIT? I don't know. In all honesty, if you're going for engineering, just go to your local community college, get your prereqs out of the way, and then go to a decent four-year college, and then specialize in something from there. Because you're looking at prohibitively expensive schooling if you try to go too far out of your range. You can do it, but like I don't recommend it. You may be putting yourself through unnecessary extra stress and trouble than you really need. If you're getting a good engineering degree and you're getting a good sort of specialized thing, you really don't need to go to a prestigious school. A lot of people think they need to go to a prestigious school to get a degree in whatever it is they're doing. But think of how many engineers, doctors, and lawyers exist in the world that do perfectly well for themselves, but do not have a Harvard, Princeton, Brown, Yale, blah, 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 blah degree in their hands. But they're still making bank. They still have a good living. They can still improve and make a difference in people's lives. They still get to do the job they want to do. Blah, 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 etc., etc. You get the idea. Like, don't get into the trap of thinking you have to go to this school because it's prestigious and excellent and it's so good because this, that, the other. You know, try thinking outside the box a little bit. You're going to go to sleep. Okay, take care, Crafty Biz. Glad you caught the stream. Oh, you caught a bad cold. I'm sorry to hear that. Take care, Crafty. Hopefully you get over it soon. Oh my god, Chrono Trigger finally! Yeah, I know, right? Undertale for Freeform Friday? It'd have to be a while from now, Poncho. I'm sorry. I don't care about Undertale, so it's fairly low on the totem pole. You know it's serious build when there are sketches of it before construction starts. Yeah. National Geographic, the back rooms. I'm gonna do some of your own building in Terraria and listen. Oh, I already read that. Jack is the Bob Ross of Minecraft. Well, thank you. You know what? I should amend my Twitter profile and say that and put that on there. Because, like, I feel like calling myself a Minecraft god is, like, too braggadocious. And that people may not take that seriously. And to be fair, I wouldn't take it seriously if I read that on someone else's profile either. But, like, you know, the Bob Ross of Minecraft. That's a cool... It's a cool little thing. I don't know. Maybe. Maybe. Okay. And then I'm going to have, like, one final trail here. Oh, hey, Zozo. Plus, in-state intuition is nothing compared to out-of-state. Exactly. And tuition in-state and tuition out-of-state are literal orders of magnitude different in most cases. And they get away with it. I mean, God, do they ever get away with it. It's silly how much colleges can get away with. And how much debt they can put you into with just being able to basically charge you at every moment, every step you take, everything you do. You will end up owing so much money or having to spend so much money if you've already got it. Sky Masons is being griefed. Oh, rip Sky Masons. I mean, it was an inevitability, wasn't it, Andrew? Like, nothing lasts forever. Sorry to hear about that. I look forward to watching or looking at the download. That place has been fairly fucking dope. And, I was curious as to when that place was gonna get wrecked. Oh, so did someone inside it, or did it get leaked via unforeseen bullshit number 270,000? That usually tends to be what kills most bases. Okay. Enough brain coral. Time for more other non-normal brain coral. Oh, what the hell? Oh! Oh, this is the straight up and down coral. No wonder. Okay. I was like, wait, why can't I put this on the wall? But yeah, that's the fans that you can only put on the wall. Alright, cool enough. Fair enough. But anyway, Sky Masons wasn't even $1 million out? Someone found it! Oh my god, that is the worst feeling. The lucky bastard who stumbles across your build and ruins your life. Oh, we've all been there. RIP. Press F for the Sky Masons. Because they just got absolutely bodied by sheer luck. Or bad luck. I don't know which. I mean, that's pretty bad luck in all honesty. Was it in the end or in the overworld? Maxi Taxi's griefing it. Aw. Wait, wasn't Maxi Taxi there, though? Oh well, whatever. You're already getting some of your prerequisites out of first year of high school. Good. Good. Go ahead and get that out of your way ahead of time so that you are not wasting your time in gigantic classes that you will struggle in, because, God, big classes suck. You are very much on your own at college. And you can usually see a teacher, but, like, the breakneck speed combined with the fact that it gets really in-depth can just ruin your college experience. Truly, truly can. More you can get done for free, the better. Yep. I should also make a dying coral creature. It's not a bad idea, Sam. Okay. I might. Actually, I've still got a half the tank on the other side to make into something. So, like, yeah, I could do that. I feel like this type of coral isn't, I don't know, super interesting. The fans, the coral fans, are what make it look more dynamic. Man, that sucks to hear, though, that the Sky Masons finally bit the dust. How long was the base around for? It was in the overworld, okay. Jack, is Bazaka my alt? Yes. It's the first alt I ever bought. My grandmother gave me a bit of money for Christmas in 2012, and I was like, my main Jacktherippa, my only account and my brother's account, because I was using my brother's account as an alt. Those are both out at the lands. Sure would be nice to have an account at Spawn that I could just hop on whenever I want to, because Spawn was still a happening, bustling place to be at. And so I was just like, okay, well, I want that. Why not? Oh, Maxi's a 5th column member. My bad. Well, I guess the 5th column won out, huh? Now, how long until the 5th column base gets destroyed, I wonder. I don't know if they've told anyone about that base or not, but I've seen it. 5th column have a very interesting base. I'm not going to say where or anything, but, you know, it exists. I'm sure one day they'll get BTFO'd too. But hey, that's how it is. Oh, that makes sense. Yes. You have no idea how long it's been around for? Okay. I should tell you about it later. No, I really probably won't, just because, like, I've been told not to say anything regarding what's at the base. And I really probably shouldn't have even said it exists. Oh well. I really don't have too many dogs in that fight. Like, I like the 5th column people enough such that I'm on good terms with them. Like, I don't really care otherwise. I don't care what they do. I don't have any, you know, bases that can be destroyed anymore, so what's it matter to me? What are they gonna do, you know? They can't grief my server. Well, they can, but we can just roll it back. And again, I'm sorry for all that shit that happened yesterday, Andrew. You were a real trooper, thank you. I would have, I personally, if you told me, I would have gone around and rolled back everything. Player by player. I would have gone to all the places and, you know, all that. Also, I'm glad you told me that the rollback feature has a radius of 100. I did not know that it had a radius of 100. That explains why it was not working as well as I wanted it to. I thought that Prism rollback for a player just rolled back everything everywhere. But yeah, that would kind of be a little exorbitantly taxing on the server to do. So yeah, obviously it has to be constrained to a finite space. But yeah, I would do that. I would fix all that shit. Challenge the 5th column to attack the server. I mean, we can just undo it, ban them, just be like, no, don't grief our server. I don't hate any of you guys, but don't come here. Actually, don't they make you put up a sign or something? God, I hope they don't do that. I hope they don't ever get wind of that. Nobody tell them. Are they going to chunk ban my logout spot? I don't think they can. And I can just log in on an alt, op my alt, and then just go from there. Chunk banning would be meaningless. And we could roll back the server via, you know, versions. So it's not even like that would be permanent anyway. Think that's all smoke and mirrors? Probably. But who knows, really? But yeah. Are they gonna, you weren't here long for yesterday? Oh, that's alright, Ani. Leaking plugins? What? No, I didn't leak any plugins. What are you talking about? Nobody has any plugins. Nothing was leaked. I said prison. What'd you think I said, Andrew? Orson probably told Fit to say that. Yeah, probably, but it's still funny. I mean, maybe. I'm not really, like... I honestly, like, that's not a new technique. Like, that's something AVO used to do way back in the day. They would say, you know, Team AVO deserves ice cream, and if you don't say it, we'll grief your shit. And they would make good on that promise. So, like, I don't doubt that there may be a grain of truth to that. We'll see. Yes, I did. Nothing was leaked. Shh. Shh. Nothing was leaked. Nothing was leaked. It's all good. I said prison. Probably. But, I deserve ice cream. I need ice cream. No, I'm good. I don't want any ice cream right now. I had enough ice cream for a while. I'm not a big ice cream eater. So, like, I will, I'll have little fits here and there where I'll be like, yeah, I crave some ice cream, but then once that gets satiated, I don't eat it for weeks or months. I'm the most terrible leaker of all time. Now, I don't know about that. There were a lot of people back in the day who would leak shit like you wouldn't believe. I'd like to think I've been better than most at keeping some secrets. On 2B2T. For 2B2T stuff, it was more serious, but... I'll admit, on the fan server, I'm a little too open with what I say. Maybe I should be, like... I don't know. I don't mind bringing up the fan server and all that, but it almost inevitably leads to me talking about having this or that, and I'm like, ah, shit, you should know that. Oh, well. I'll get better with time, Andrew. Don't worry. Ani, send you Jack's MP3 player list. Oh yeah, I sent that to you. Oh, did you not go back to Discord? Well, no wonder. I sent it to you over Discord. I don't have any alternative means of contacting you, Rilani. Like, I sent that damn thing to you. You never came back to me and said anything, so I just figured you got it. But no, you not opened your Discord, so I can't help you there. Shit, dude. That music upload took ages to put on my media fire. How could you? Made you... Yeah. Poncho Hamster was like, oh, don't forget to give Ani your MP3s. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I gotta do that. And here we are now, and it's just like, Oh my god. Making all of these fans or these coral bits rather have... Takes a while, Jesus. I accidentally sent you personal details more than once. Leaked base stashes and plugins. That was more of a... I forgot I put that in there. Bases, stashes... Bases and stashes are irrelevant because I don't play 2B2T. The personal info was because, I didn't realize I had that in there. I still don't know why I did. I've since taken it out. Thankfully, most of it was out of date, but... I also don't really have anything to hide anymore. That's the other thing, too. My mindset has changed in the last year or two because I don't play 2B2T. And so I don't really give a shit like I used to. I used to have to guard all that stuff really, really, really closely, and I was very ardent about what I let out there. But now... It just doesn't seem that important. Not like it used to be. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it could be bad. But, I don't know. Ah, finally, now I can do the coral fan. Well, I mean, at the very least... When it counted, I was able to. But, I haven't yet had to worry about any of that, and I'm not going to worry about it, because that's just extra stress that I don't need. So, I will let the world be what it will be. I don't think mentioning prison is, like, the worst thing ever. I'm not going to do it again. I'm going to try to be careful, Andrew. But, like, I doubt any of them even know what that is. DNI stream? No. I'm not going to tell you where I live or anything like that. But, you know. Anyway, connects to the McDonald's Wi-Fi. No, I've not shown my DNI or anything like that. Hey, Pocky Rhythm. How are you? I kind of like that fanned out look where it's on the top of a block like this. I kind of wish the side block looked similar. Too bad there's no underside. But anyway, I've also kind of been inspired by Kane Pixels' Backrooms entities, or entity, the bacteria monster. How it's all sort of gooey and like, I don't know, stringy looking. When in Found Footage 2, when that monster, right before it woke up, how it was sort of all like connected up with this, I don't know, like strands of growth. It sort of looked fungal. A lot of people thought it was fungus. Who knows? Maybe it's not a bacteria monster. Maybe they just think it's a bacteria, but it's like it's become more fungal than bacterial. Or maybe it's a lichen. Actually, yeah. What if the bacteria monster in the backrooms, in Kane Pixels' backrooms, is actually more of a lichen than a straight bacterial creature? Because lichens are a fungus-bacterial hybrid. What if it's a lichen-type creature? And that would explain the fungal growth look and how it can articulate a body, because the fungus kingdom is its own crazy thing. That would explain how it could, articulate and move. It would be fungal cells in addition to the hay bacillus, because when they did the autopsy on that body, all they got initially was that it was Hay bacillus, and it was a bit of a mutant strain of Hay bacillus. But what if there's a fungal component to it that gives it a greater amount of structure? Because, you know, mushrooms and fungi have, you know, structure. Whereas most bacterial colonies are basically just goo or ooze on the macroscopic scale. Nothing that has any definitive structure. But maybe there's a connection. And that it is not just bacterial in nature. Return of Killian's Detention Center now. Yep, new 2BTT creative exploit. Oh, people think I'm on 2BTT. God, people, I hate it when they do that. Making your prison server? Oh, no. Don't worry about it, Ixtoy. I don't want to shed any extra details or take any... I don't want to take any more risks or get inadvertently reprimanded. Yeah. I'm good. There's nothing you need to worry about. It's a shroomite creature. Yes, exactly, Poncho. It may be a shroomite. It may be one of us. One of me. One of my brethren. I kind of would like to see the fungal monster get taken out by something. Like, how durable is it really? Yeah, it's powerful, but is it, like... Could you shoot it? Could it be crushed to death? I don't know. How am I good at PvP? How good am I at PvP? Not very. I've really never had to put my PvP skills to an extreme high test. When it came to things like crystal PvP, I was never very good at it. But I was able to kill one or two important people over the years, so like, I don't know. With enough prep, I could probably do it. Enough prep and practice. But like, my raw PvP skills are basically non-existent. I'm not good at it, so I'm not gonna like say I should. And I don't want to do it, that's the other thing. Crystal PvP is obnoxious. It's so... bleh. ADHD. It is... Crystal PvP is the epitome of having ADHD. But in Minecraft and against other people. You're just trying your damnedest to be more ADHD than the other people. And whoever is the spurgiest, most ADHD-riddled person ends up walking away the winner. And then a bunch of them have decided to start making, like, montages of it. And that's it. Defeated Kingaros and Syndicate Cloud... No, I didn't. They never came at me. I would very likely have died had they actually come at me. But they were all too scared because I was camping beds. I admit I was using some rather underhanded tactics for that. I didn't want to face them because I knew I couldn't. I knew there was zero chance that I was going to fight them seriously and come out on top. So I just figured it would be a smarter idea to use the terrain and what I had on hand to my advantage, and I did. And it scared them off, and ultimately that was for the best. So it's not like I actually fought Clown Pierce, Kingaros, and Syndicate. It was more I managed to bluff enough such that they didn't go after me. That's really it. Man, I love how overgrown this place is starting to look. Oh, this is so cool. Deloaded is terrible at PvP. Well, yeah, I mean, we're mostly builders. We don't have that desire. And as I said, Crystal PvP is a ADHD off. People who do not have ADHD or who are more controlled don't tend to have that kind of issue where they're constantly in need of stimulation. Oh, hey, Jake Woes, how are you? Just woke up? Well, welcome. Welcome to the land of the living. Welcome to the land of the building, too. It's pink here. Crystal PvP is cringy. I'm glad it's being seen that way, but I doubt that's going to ever make it go away. Because in the later versions, spawn anchor PvP is just as cancerous. Only it's more prominent because respawn anchors can be placed down more efficiently. And you can just place down anchors ahead of time. And if you're really good, you can corral your opponent into anchors and blow them up that way. And it's, in a lot of ways, it's different than the crystal PvP hunker down, get some obsidian around you method. Like jumping from foxhole to foxhole. With the anchor method, it's a little bit more... You gotta be, like, super quick on the draw. Like, you gotta place the thing and then quickly switch to the glowstone in your other hand. But it's really easy to do. It really is. Crystal PvP and Anchor PvP have, like, ruined the way Minecraft is seen. Or, rather, it has ruined the Minecraft PvP scene. That's what I mean. Minecraft PvP will never be the same until they do something about the damage output for crystals and respawn anchors. As it stands, they just do too much. They're too powerful. I really don't think they should be killing people. I try it, dude. It's so different. What now? Sato and his Brazilian internet. I hope he's doing okay. I've not talked to Sato in a long time. I hope Sato has managed to find a place and is, like, doing alright for himself. I would genuinely like to catch up with him. Crystal is tricky, but not bad. It's the people who play it who are cringe. Yeah. Yeah. It attracts people with ADHD. I'm not even joking. It really, truly does. And unfortunately, that is like 80% of all Zoomers. So, I say cringe way too much, or who? Someone else? Bow bomb and 32Ks. Bow bombing would be interesting. It's not... I don't see it that often. Of course, that's because the crystal and the spawn anchor are just more efficient. But I would like to see a no spawn anchor, no end crystal PvP setting where you can only shoot each other with the bows and then hit each other with swords and axes. Oh, and I guess tridents too. Man, we were all hoping for tridents to be cool and PvP relevant so that it would dethrone the crystal. We were all hoping for that. I'm so sad that it never turned out that way. If you haven't tried an extent, don't say it's terrible. What? Oh, whatever. Anyway, haste potion? Yeah, I wish. Maybe the update that's coming out, 1.20, maybe that will be somewhat mining focused. And that might just give us the haste potion, or at least a more portable, efficient means of getting haste early game. That's really kind of what I'm focusing on and hoping for. Iron Golem PvP would be hilarious, like having a macro that auto-builds a golem in front of the opponent and makes them hit it intentionally. I think you should be able to make a golem do things for you. Like in Thaumcraft, how you can make little miniature golems and they do whatever bidding you set them to. Item collection, attacking, chopping, mining, smelting, potion brewing. Like, you can make the little golems in Thaumcraft do just about anything. And they're so cool. And that's the sort of thing that I really like. A dilute form of that in Minecraft as a whole would be really awesome. Like, maybe make an iron golem and then give it I don't know, differing things to wear on its head. And depending on what you give it, it does a job. And so, being an iron golem, they hit like a truck. And yeah, Like, you could make an iron golem, give it... What would you be able to give it? You'd have to give it, like, diamond helmet or something. Something moderately expensive. But that, if you do, it becomes your... It's on your team, and it automatically aggroes people who are not on your team. So if they are not a teammate via the scoreboard, you're fucked, basically. They go after whoever. But of course, they're still dopey iron golems. They can get stuck in holes. They can be crystalled to pieces really quickly. Golems die to crystals very quickly. If you've got a few gapples and totems, you can crystal an iron golem very fast. And they would drop very quickly. But they would be enough of a threat that you wouldn't really be able to hunker down in a foxhole, because golems will shred your totems too. Even with auto totem, a golem could really tear through you. So yeah, maybe make iron golems more ubiquitous and useful. Because, like, they can already be set up as sentries in farms to kill mobs. That's really cool. Maybe give us the ability to attack other players too. Give us the ability to give golems tasks like mining, or tree chopping, or smelting, or something like that. I don't know. Crystal PvP is only fun in vanilla. Maybe if you can somehow force everybody to be pure vanilla. Yeah, maybe. But I don't know. Iron Golem PvP would be hilarious. Like having a macro. No, it wouldn't be on macro. You would have to make him... See, that's the bit of the challenge. You would have to make the golem in the heat of battle. And so that's the trade-off you get for an incredibly powerful mob that would serve as your ally. I don't know, something like that. Now, you could make the golem ahead of time and drag him on a leash into battle. You know, maybe make sure he doesn't get stuck on anything. And drag him into battle that way. That would be really cool. You could just give him the diamond helmet ahead of time so that he is automatically aggro to anyone who's not you. And go from there. Golems that can be your servants. Yes, that would be awesome. Working on a big circle of the time. Okay. Golems spawned by players do not attack players. That wouldn't work. You would just make it to where that does work. I mean, this is already a hypothetical scenario. We could just hypothetically hand wave that away, Sam. Obviously, that's not a problem in the standard sense, but we can make it one. We can make it a feature, you know. Apparently, Elon is going for Twitter. Yes, I heard that he's buying it. The deal is going through. Which is great. I hope he buys it and overhauls the hell out of it. I've already started trying to be more active and stuff and interactive on Twitter. So, like, it would make the platform infinitely more palatable if he would set less stringent, dumb shit, censorship-oriented rules in place. Yeah, I would love that. At least then you wouldn't have to worry about everybody getting so dug into their own echo chamber. They could actually be, like, you can talk to people. People will, of course, get mad, but it would help to sort of normalize society and get things a little more toned down. People would chill out a little bit more. Instead of hype and panic always being hyped up and panic being, well, ensued. Everything is given a panic twist these days. Oh my god, I have done nothing but place coral. I feel so bad. You all usually come here to see me do buildings. I've not done hardly any of that today. But whatever, the coral creature comes first. When I found Luke to the Bun's old base, did I know what it was at the time? Yes, I did. That's how I knew what it was. Everybody has seen that really old video by Luke to the Bun where he's making gunpowder. He had an old style mob farm and he was using gunpowder to make TNT. Because back in those days you had to. That's all you could do. And I just sort of recognized the room It was like 2 or 3 rooms earlier. He showed off what his base looked like. And then obviously at some point he abandoned it. But nobody ever went by there again. It was in the 10K or 12K range, I think. I ran into it in 2016 and I was like, oh, this is Luke to the Bun's old base, oh my god. And then I think I got screenshots of it, actually. And then I just kind of went about my business. No idea if it's still there or not. Probably not. It's likely been found and griefed in the interceding years. Nothing but place coral for 3 days. No, not 3 days, just an hour and 15 minutes. But it feels like 3 days. Don't change anything about Twitter because it's bad. You like it because it's bad? That's not... Like, okay, you're entitled to your opinion, but I really like Twitter as a more open form of discourse. As a shitpost platform, it's fine, but your shitposts can't, like, cross the line and make the right people mad, because the rich and powerful can, like, Thanos snap you out of existence. And that's not cool. And you should be able to say whatever you want. Because Twitter is the public forums. Twitter is, it's the town square where everybody is gathered except online, and it's way more accessible. And in a place like that, you should be able to say whatever you want, and people should be able to make their opinions and minds up about you accordingly. And not doing so is damaging to society. It really is. There's a reason you have a lot of bad things happening. And being able to say what you want is a Steam release valve. It's a pressure alleviator. And if people feel like they can't say what they want to say, then shit goes downhill. It really does. You have to be able to release that stress in the form of words. Because if you can't release that stress in words, eventually it becomes violence. So yeah, it needs overhauling. It really does. Like, yeah, I'm glad you're happy with it, but it has to change, Ty. It really does. There's no getting around it. Inevitably, it must change. And I welcome that change. I for one, welcome our new elongated muskrat overlords. Now, if only someone would do the same to YouTube and Facebook, then they could become respectful again. They could be respectable platforms once more, instead of the only game in town. The only good game in town, I should say. I just have you in the background when you play Minecraft. Well, hey, that's okay, Fluctuated. That's I'm here for you, man. Wholesome? Maybe. I don't try to be wholesome. That's not really my shtick. I'm not going for wholesome, but sure. If you think I have holes in my sums, then sure. You can continue thinking that. I will not pull my punches. I am a 4chan degenerate. I'm just very good at keeping it to myself. I mean, there's a reason I played 2B2T. Like, it was a 4chan server for a very long time. There's a reason 4chan has stood the test of time, too. Holy shit, 4chan is... No, 1 more year. Sorry. I was about to say, 4chan is 20 years old. I can't believe that, but no, 1 more year. 4chan is 19. I can't believe that. Where was I 19 years ago? I don't even think I was into Yu-Gi-Oh! That long ago. God, there were so many other things that I didn't have any clue about. God, so much as my life has changed in that span of time. I've changed like 180 degrees from how I used to be as a kid. You guys would not recognize young teen Jacktherippa. 20 years ago, Jesus, 20 years ago I was 13. 19 years ago I was 14. Yeah, you wouldn't recognize me back then. Oh, it's wild. Good night, Mauricio. Thanks for coming out, man. You just use MS Paint? Yeah, it works. Wholesome Jack? For what? What did I say that's so damn wholesome? Don't call me wholesome. 3 years older than you? Ah. Well, you know. We don't give a fuck and we'll never give a fuck until you give a shit about it. What are you not giving a shit about, Mike? I think I missed something. Devil Tree Lord? Bring back IRC. I'm sorry, IRCs are not ever likely to resurge just because Twitter is like a better version of IRC. Discord is like a better version of IRC. Like, there are too many better versions of it nowadays. Like, people don't seem to understand that a better version of something generally means that that original something can't ever come back into vogue. It may be cool and hip among the hipsters, but IRCs are never likely to get back to the prominence they once had. Imagine me doing pixel art 20 years ago. No, that was before I was even doing pixel art 20 years ago. 20 years ago, I was 13. I didn't know much of anything about anything. I had just discovered emulation. That's where I was 20 years ago. I just figured out that there were websites that I could go to download old games. And that all the old games that I sold them off to a used game store. And I bought newer games with them. And I ended up regretting that like a year or two later. Which was about the time I discovered emulation, funny enough, so the two kind of coincided. But, yeah, so I discovered emulation for the very first time, and that's when I started figuring out I could play all those old games I sold off. And, well, the rest is history. But that's when I really dived hard into playing games, you know, old games, games that I'd never had access to, games that I could not finish or beat as a kid. Games that I sold off like a fool. Yeah, that's where I was able to sort of recapture that magic. It was a while ago. Damn. Oof. That brings me back. That was like the last year before I would start playing Yu-Gi-Oh! And I joined not joined, but I got into high school. And that was that. And then my life from there would change forever because I would move from my hometown and I would never see it again. And then I would settle down here and fall in love with this place, and I've been here ever since. God, my life has just changed so drastically. But I mean, 20 years is, 20 fucking years, man. Of course it's changed. It would be weird if it hadn't changed, What in our lives wouldn't have changed in that much time? Hell, if anything, like, even as an adult, I would be different 20 years later. I don't want to think about how I'm going to be in 20 years from now. I'll be XCC2's age. Man, that's going to be something. Okay, well, at any rate, I think we are good in terms of the coral critter. Middle school boy, currently on 2 IRCs, never got back into Limp Bizkit. What did Limp Bizkit have to do? You would get along with your age... Oh, okay. I'm sure you would. I mean, I hope I would. I don't know. It depends. It depends. Oh, what you said. We don't give a fuck, and we won't ever a fuck until you give a shit about. Okay, so that's the Limp Bizkit reference. I see now. Okay. Interesting. Are we gonna do interviews with him at every milestone? I could do another interview with him later. We'll have to see. Oh, you can see up here. Yikes. Okay, well that's something I've got to fix. Oh, okay, yeah, I'll just put it behind. They're that way. It looks like it's still alive, just... There we go. And then I can put... Oh, wait, no, I can't. Oh, wait. Ooh. Okay, I'm just gonna have to leave it there like this. On to more pressing matters. I'm glad you, liked your Kane Pixel shit post, and speaking of him, do I have super high hopes for the next vid? I mean, I have always had high hopes for his stuff. Whatever it ends up being, I am more than happy to see it. I'm desperate to see what crazy direction he takes us in. I mentioned this, what, like two days ago? I mentioned that the next video is likely of people moving into the back rooms through asyncs and, stupidity. Their foolishness will seal the fates of a lot of people, I imagine. I feel bad for anybody who is going to end up living there, because I imagine they're not aware of what they're getting themselves into. And that's going to be very unfortunate for them, but I imagine we will see a lot of carnage. Because, imagine if one of those creatures ended up finding its way to, say, a habitat or a local area. Like they wanted to make those sort of like urban sectors. Like, imagine a critter getting into one of those. Like, the bacteria monster would just be unstoppable in a residential district. Whoa. Okay. I like how that looks. Just wish you got to see Slipknot live once in your life before they retire or the original members pass away. I mean, you're gonna have to work pretty hard to get tickets to whatever show they do next. If they do another show, I don't know. Okay, so we've got 2 open areas. This will be another tank. This one may be the one that's dying. I don't know. That's a good idea, Sam. I'm gonna have to remember that. Just wish you read that. Speak for every member of the enthusiasts when you say you want Fit to interview episode 200, really? Okay. I'll see if Fit is willing. I mean, I guess he'd probably do it. I don't see why he wouldn't, but... Well, I'll reserve any judgment for then. Episode 200. That's not that far away. We're on 163 now. I mean, 2 episodes a week for however many. So 163 plus 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So 18 weeks from now. Or rather, 17 and a half weeks from now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So that puts us in February. Or no, that puts us in January, January the 30th. So I would be projected to do episode 200 at the pace I'm going right now, which I don't intend to change. So at the pace we're going at right now, January 30th will be episode 200, probably. Unless something unforeseen occurs. You know, that's not a bad idea, honestly. Riolani, I might try that, yeah. I'll see what Fit says about it, if he'll be ready, willing, and able or not. The only problem is my track record with getting the stars to align for interviewees hasn't been the greatest, just because, like, especially with XCC2, we had a really annoying time trying to get everything to work. But that one did at least work out. Then the Crowbar interview kind of fizzled. So I don't know. Yeah, if I can get XCC... Or, not XCC, sorry, Fit. If I can get him to agree to it, I might do it. A lot of people want that. So yeah, okay. I'll try to get Fit to I'll have him as an interview subject on January 30th, 2023. Wow. Hopefully my secret project will be done by then, but no guarantees of that. Okay, well, I don't know. We'll see. So yeah, that's Vincent agreed. Yes, I got to do Vincent. That's right. Good point. With Fast Vincent, I kind of want to do what I did with Crowbar, just have it be a separate thing, and then do footage over it. That may or may not be better alternative. I don't know. If I did it with Fit, would you all want it to be on live stream, or would you all want it to be, you know, in video form? And then you all can just submit questions ahead of time. Although you want it to be for 200. Yeah, if it's for episode 200, it would have to be live. Never mind. Never mind. Scrub what I said. Yeah, okay. Well, we'll see if I can get everything to work out or not. Let's go 9. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Undo. I only needed that too. There we go. Could get Elrich MC. No, I don't care about Elrich. I mean, the Fit Fam publicity would be annoying, but it's episode 200. I gotta do something big, you know? I can't just, like, not. Because, I figured out recently that this place is too big now to convert into TNT. Well, I could break it up into bits. Okay, yeah. We could do the finale of episode 200 on a backup of me calculating all the blocks and converting everything into TNT and going from there. Yeah, just like with episode 100. Yeah, we could do that. But we'll have Fit there, of course. Okay, maybe. We'll see. We'll see how that pans out. I have no contact with Pop-Up. Yeah, no, I have no contact with Pop-Up. I don't really care to. Jang literally talks to no one. I don't think anybody has Jang's contacts either. That's the thing. Like, when he left 2B2T, I mean, he left 2B2T. Like with Pyro, unless you're exactly Tristan, there's seemingly no way to get a hold of him. So I don't know. We'll see. XCC2 and Fit guest star at the same time. That would be weird. I don't think I could do 2 guests at once. One is enough. We'll see. No guarantee that Fit is going to say yes to this, by the way, so let's not, like, get our hopes up or get our plans made now if, you know, things end up not working out. Because, you know, they could end up not working out. Speak about Thaumcraft, Zipcrowd, and Mindcrack. Maybe. We'll see. Obviously, we'll try to keep it more 2B2T oriented, but... I don't know. I don't know right now if it would be reminiscing like with XCC2. Actually, yeah, I can already tell you right now we would be reminiscing. Because there really wouldn't be anything else to do, to talk about. Fit and I don't have very many hobbies in common. So, like... yeah, reminiscence would be about it. But I mean, that's not the worst thing in the world, so I don't know. We could see. First tourist? We could maybe have him. Well, I don't know. Yeah. We'll see. We could do that. That actually wouldn't be a terrible idea. I don't know, we'll see. A lot of interesting ideas. But I don't know. That's for the future, and right now it's a little bit not wholly realistic, but we'll see. Herm also agreed. Oh, yeah, I would love to do Herm. Herm's cool. So yeah, if Fit cares, you can show him some of the progress. Oh, he would definitely care. Fit has been waiting with bated breath for a while. He's just not like... he doesn't talk to me all that often. But like, yeah, we could do that. He would love to see what everything has become. Okay. Now I kind of want... Yeah, let's do it like this. And then I'll just set... I'll set it going up, sort of pyramid-like. So that's what? 12. So we'll do this one 10. So that's 1. Or whoa. Undo. Stack 4. Fuck. Undo. Finger slipped. There we go. Yeah. Three. And 2. Perfect. And 2. Okay. Yeah, I think that'll work. For the side of this building, anyway. Jack said you could guest star in 3 years from now if you're still a stream regular. Well, I don't remember saying that anymore. So I might have to take back that promise. Nah, I'm just kidding, Ani. I'll do it. I'll do it. Just remind me. I will forget. Fit's a cool guy outside of content creating, so it'd be interesting for something big. Yeah, it would be. It would at the very least give Fit, like, you would have a different perspective on him, you know? You would get to see the Fit that I'd known. At least I hope. But anyway, yes, so for now anyway, those are some very tentative plans, but it's not a bad idea for episode 200. I wasn't thinking about episode 200, so I wasn't like really considering what I was gonna do, other than just count up all the blocks, set everything to TNT on a backup, and then blow everything up for the fun of it. But like, yeah, I agree, there probably does need to be something that happens for episode 200. And I mean something big, you know. So we'll see. We'll see if Fit agrees or not. I'll probably message him toward the end of the year. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, wait. There we go. So, yeah, that'll be a pretty cool idea, I think. Thank you so much for the idea, Ani. Alright, well at any rate, okay, I've caught up to chat. I actually remember the Jack said DM the day when I said it, so you could go back to stream from that day. 3 years is a long time. Yeah, it's a long time to lose track of things. Okay, well at any rate, everybody, I'm thinking this will be the end here. Yeah, that looks good. I'll put a few more things like some polished button. It's not perfectly symmetrical like I would like, but good enough. Okay. And then I'm going to do all of this as a pillar, just because I like the texture on the side. Actually, fuck it. Let's do quartz block with pillar quartz that is axis Z. Yeah. All right. And there we have it. That'll be our side wall. Okay, so we'll go out this far, and then I'm going to just copy it to the other side. And that'll do it for stream today, I think. Yeah. Okay. Copy. Flip. And paste without error. There we go. Oh, copy and flip is so good. All right. 2B2T fell off hard. What did? It's one of those beautiful bases you've ever seen. Well, thank you, Moine? I don't know. But yeah. Okay. So that's the outside section. I'm probably just going to copy this wall to this part here because, you know, why not? I mean, there should be some continuity, I guess, between the halves. So that's the coral creature over there, and then I've got to make another one, but this one will be dying. Slightly dying. Oh, let me go ahead and put in the water while I'm thinking about it. Okay. Place air, water. Damn. Majestic. Have you ever seen so much water in one place? Okay, so this was flowing. Let's do fix water 100 just to be sure. That should make it all flowing water sources. Okay, cool. Now finally, after almost 2 years of this pipe just hanging out in space, leaking and leaking and leaking, finally, it's actually hooked up to something. You get a view angle before I end. Yeah, I'll give you all some, just a sort of quick taste. This is we'll focus on the building I was doing first. This is that. Just imagine that this texture and all this stuff is also on this side. I just haven't copied it yet. I'll do that next time. And this is the rest of the place, because I'm sure you're dying to see that too. Last time you saw it was 3 months ago. Welcome back, Calico-san. Feels good to not be on it right now. Well, I mean, it's kind of how I feel, you know. How long I've been working on this? I've been working on it since November 2020 is when I started adding on to it meaningfully. By then it had been found on 2B2T, and then by February 2021 it was destroyed on 2B2T. So there was no trace of it left on 2B2T. And so December 2020 is when I started streaming. So it's actually coming close to my 2-year streaming anniversary. And at that point, yeah, this is 2 years of work, just about. Just about. And no, it will not be done on 2B2T. Fuck that place. You can build it if you want when it's done. I'm going to release the world download and all that junk. But for now, I'm just enjoying the making. And of course here is the central pillar that is so iconic with the auroras in the sky. The auroras don't pop quite like I would like them to, but I think that's more a shortcoming of the shaders. They look great without shaders, funny enough, because they glow. There we go. So yeah, here's the Space Valk 3 without shaders, just because I kind of still like vanilla Minecraft. I'll keep the shaders on to keep you all, to give you all some eye candy. Oh yeah, and this is what the building we were working at looks like without it. It's not bad. It's not bad. I'm thinking maybe I should snake some darker, like maybe obsidian between all this, but I don't know. We'll see. Oh, shut up, Mike. Is this the secret project? No. Why would it be a secret project if I'm openly building it on stream? Like, no. I'm not telling you what the secret project is if you don't already know. This is not feasible in survival. You are completely right, Moine. You would need so much duped shit, it's unreal. But hey, if you want to give it a shot, if you want to try it, I don't know what you'll do to substitute for blocks that don't exist in 1.12, like the polished blackstone here. But, more power to you. Same for these polished deep slate slabs. Fucking love these. I love that wafer, that stacked wafer look. I just love that look for some reason. In fact, that's what this build is missing. It needs that stacked wafer look. So I'm gonna do that real quick. Do I? Yes, I do. Where could I put it? Okay, so I can't put between. I've only got room for one there. Let's make... Whoops. Right here. H cylinder, polished. What is it? Polished deep slate slab. We'll make it like a radius of 7 mask. Or no, mask? No, it will not mask. Okay, never mind. Okay, so that eats through everything. I don't want that. Undo. Let's instead do it out here. Chop it into little bits. And do it this way? No, not undo. Well, I don't know. Would that be the right? No, it's not the right height. Okay, so I was a block ahead. So undo. Let's make it up one block higher. Okay. Or, well, no, that's also not the right height. Okay, yeah, and then this will give me the same look, but at the right Y level. Okay, yeah, I like that. And then I would do fill, but that would mess up probably, so I'll just fill it in manually. So yeah, you don't think Maxie expected you to have a strength pot? Oh, hey, Osmobite. You fighting at what is it? Sky Mason or whatever they're called. Whatever they call that place. You were there, weren't you, Osmo? Oh. Did you at least kill him? And did the strength pot matter? Jack confirmed Tristan is Pyrocon. Well, yeah, everybody knows Tristan has talked to Pyro. That's literally how I know Tristan talked to Pyro, is that other people have told me. I don't know any more than that, but... I mean, damn, you're really, really, really slow, man. I said that a while ago. You're just now catching up to that, Ani? Spent that entire stream DMing people to kill him. Yeah. Did you all manage to purge Maxie or no? Okay. Well, at any rate, I'll do this mess later. Oh, fuck. Okay. Position 2. Set air. Still. Alright. So yeah, I'll make a cool wafer design that goes down, I think. I don't know. We'll see. So yeah, thank you all so much for coming out. Let me do the usual spiel. You're like 9? What? Oh, whatever. Space Dock's the coolest build ever. Thank you, Rickstoy. But at any rate, everybody, thank you all so much for coming out and giving me a moment of your time. Hold on, the mic cut. You're right. Okay, it's back. Phew. It must have been when I adjusted the stand. So yeah, follow me on Twitter. Give me a like and subscribe and all that other junk. Everything should be good now, I hope. Yeah. Okay. So, at any rate, everybody, thank you all so much for coming out and giving me a moment of your time. I appreciate it all so much. But don't worry. We'll be back at it again tomorrow for hardcore. And other than that, I will see you all around. Y'all take care. Bye.